Hello and welcome to live Candlepin Bowling from Brian's Bowlaway, Gardner, Massachusetts. Doing a little more setup here. We are on lane number 2, and the parental unit is deciding he's going to go first, so whenever he's ready. Had a tough day. Marched in the Marine Corps band at the Athol River Race pre-show, and he leaves Bob Caleri. Bob Caleri wants to salute his service in the Marines. Unfortunately, he's not a good friend. And, 7 to start.
Something not as good as I'm looking.
How the start at Brian's Bowlaway goes. There, that's better. At least a pocket hit. The only thing that's crap is the lead. Yeah, the lens was foggy for the River Rat race that was live streamed earlier. Welcome to Putnam Street. And thought he had it. That would be an 8. Making an early appearance, it's El Stinko, the bonus ball. What will the bonus be? Let's find out. Welcome to Putnam Street. That's a 7 and somewhat favorable for a second pair. If there were only ball 2. I'll take 10. No. Sucked that it was ball 2 was waste. If only ball 2 did not do what it did. That's a good one. Oh, a little too full. And that's why you don't aim for the center. Spread eagle with a wing shot off. Ooh! That was a nice shot. Just did not go. Now he's trying to be fancy and... Alright, he got 9.
Oh, time to curve here.
Like I said, false start. And father-son bowling is a little later than normal because of the aforementioned, that was a good ball, and he's left of Woolworth. Because we were watching and I was live streaming the River Rat Race.
I don't know how they did this one.
We left before the last boats came because a thunderstorm started to develop. It got nasty over our heads. I mean, if he capped it on the far left, he probably could have got it. Well, that wasn't the 9 I was expecting to happen.
For a minute.
Nonetheless, 9. It was still, therefore it counted. That lousy 6 ruined what would have been a perfect game. Possibly. In Candlepins, you just have to have all 10 pins down on each turn. How does that happen? You missed that one, didn't you? Lesson to more. That's way too much. And he lost a pin. Best he can do is a 9er. He got a 5. Well, he was right about the lesson to more, but he went way too far left. That was the first ball. Halftime. Peter is not there. Couple craptaculars, otherwise tens and that. Hello Ben and hello elevators of New England. 38-49. Had the strong start. Another good ball, and now he. Wow. Throw the start ball, and that's what you got. Hello, Lone Star Elevators, and thank you for the $1.99. And that's an 8. Kingpin remaining. Decent 8. right of it, though. That might do. Oh, too far. Right idea. I got 8 out of it. I wouldn't call it dumb luck. I would say outside shot. There was a possibility it could happen. Just very unlikely, but it did. And dear old pause halfway to Worcester. Buy a new China early. Oh, glad he helped you out. Still serving. Exactly. And like I said, we were doing a thunderstorm formed over our head, and then as it left, we got a 5. As it left, when the last few were coming in, then it started to thunder and lightning, and that's when we left. So we couldn't bring you the stragglers and the Lone Star. Thanks for that. And El Stinko the bonus ball. Hello, Ryan. Let's see what this one's worth. El Stinko did its job. 3. That's about what we can do. Curse of the Fill, leaving the Lily for 7. Two frames to get 3 for minimal acceptance. And according to ICBA data on casual league bowlers, average skill is 80 to 100. And I've seen enough actual data sheets that prove that point. So if I get 3 in the last 2 frames, we at least meet the middle. A little too full on that, didn't we? And okay, all right, we got a 9. And another lousy 6. Four of the 9 frames have sucked. First fill, that was the second one in. Yeah. Again, another strike ball. He's got a spare now. Just don't be fancy about it. There you go. As Steve Brunchuk would say, how does that happen? That was right where it needed to go. I mean, maybe a hair off, but still. Bowling God's middle finger remains for the night.
There it is. Get it? Yeah, it's still there. Never tried.
Yep. Another I wish it was ball 2 moment. Again, El Stinko doing its thing. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 frames sucked, but I managed 93. And that at 5, and that's 7 are only weak ones he has in a 77. It's weird how it works. And game number 2, this time I'm starting. Start with an 8. Alright, now is that wood in between? Because that can do damage if he misses. In that case, it helped even more because he hit. And 8. So you blow it. Oh, I've seen people throw balls and go into the other people's lanes. That's a thing. I've seen someone back when I was little do it so bad it went 2 lanes over. It either goes in the gutter or not far enough. 9er. Brian's is a tough place, but it is a forgiving house. Now that takes skill. Keeping it on the lane and not hitting a single pin. He's letting go way too late. saves the diamond for 6. That's a 6.
Wash my hand.
Middle finger remaining for the 9. No Tom. Again, another strike ball and nothing. At least an 8. Niner.
Yeah, I get a good week. I don't take care.
Welcome to Masons. That sucked. And way too far. Half Worcester and a friend. Really? Take to the lesson. Middle finger again for 9.
Huh? It's a t-shirt and a lesson.
Yes. As you heard the man, good out for 9. Yes, exactly, Ben. Not down, full down for the Bowlaway. See you later, Mr. Elevators. Oh, there's Bob Caleri. Wasn't too bad.
That was a surprise.
I think he left a toe in there. time. Yeah, the 5 killed it. 40-41. This is a barn burner.
As long as you don't get a scare. I can't get them out.
Never mind King of the Palace. Never mind New England Candlepins. This is the showdown. Middle finger finale. Nines help, 10s help more, marks even more. Marks or crappy fills still help. Six. That is a 6. Alright, barely staying alive with it. That one insurance point. And ball, Woolworth remains 8. And there goes the insurance point. That's a 7. Means we need a minimum of 8 for the last one. That's 8 apiece. So 16 to just barely make it. He's the only one throwing a strike ball and getting nowhere. Usually ending kind of ugly. And 9 or 8. Screwed around. king remains. Another insurance point back on. Need at least a 7. See now it goes, what do we need, 6, 5? 4. Welcome to Putnam Street. And the middle finger remains. Unless I can get 4 more. Well, that game sucked. Needed 7, got 5, failed. Garbage game. The luck at Putnam Street was just a bit too much. At least you got a 10. And game sucks because it's under 80. 78 is a fail. He got an 82, so he squeaked into game number 3. I don't care that I didn't. I don't care that I got less. I care that I didn't get 80, which shows that I suck. Totally, 100%. Start with an 8. Yeah. I have a feeling the strike streak might be dead, but you never know. They've come last minute. In fact, I think one of them actually did last minute. Literally last frame. Last game. A 7.
Better than that. But it ain't.
Another, I wish it was ball 2. Just tracking that stat. I wish it was ball 2 moments. Ooh, half wistered that one. Quarter wistered that one. Sucks. And 7.
Shouldn't throw that ball away like I do.
Again, scraping by. Apparently, Bob Caleri likes to salute our veterans. And Bob Caleri sticks around.
Serious.
5. The 4 horsemen and the 8. Which one should I aim for? Not yet. And there's still an insurance point, but it's too early to be talking insurance points.
Who knows?
Matt Larry Berger. Halfway to Worcester on the right. And all right, that's better than what it was. And he keeps hooking it left.
I don't know how to twist my hand.
7.
Hold that.
And Bowling God's middle finger. Again, nothing spectacular. staying alive on my part. I don't know if that second pinfall was good or bad. Oh, too thin. Wow, talk about getting screwed.
Sometimes you just can't do it.
Should have at least got an 8 out of that.
Sometimes I'm struggling for 7.
Right where it needed to be.
So I know it can be done. Now do it.
And we get 8. Means it's time once again for El Stinko, the bonus ball. Epco Urethane Pro Line, the only thing professional you'll see on this channel. That's a kind of a mad leave, but a 7 film. Middle finger for 9. Now we don't need to talk about insurance. $12 points in 3 frames. Oh, trying to get cute. Oh no! 2. Another way to look at it is the pressure's off. Four horsemen and the 6, waiting for that piece of wood to settle down. I think it may have. That was too far to the left. 9. Two frames to get 3. That was too thin. He's got the Starlight 5 and the 10 pin. Ooh, no, too full. Now he's got a Lily. All right, we'll work for 9. I mean 8. It's like 9, but 1 less. As I was telling him, I would have failed anyway because that's where I was aiming, and as you see, it didn't work. That roly-poly touched the 9, but didn't bring it down. Way too thin on the head pin.
The head pin, but a little bit thin.
And the 6 remains. Well, that's his score is a 6, but the 4 pins remain. Well, remember who tried, although it did go where I shot it. I'm going to wait for that pin to settle down, because if I hit it, it takes out the pin, it doesn't count. Alright, roller coaster still. '90s, '70s, '90s. Last game I spent. Yeah, that's the only good thing. Not the way I was thinking it was going to work, but entirely wrong, but there was room for error. I want to freaking strike. Just one. So we don't say that the strike streak has died. That's getting at least 1 per outing. And it's really hard during the father-son outings because it's only 4 games. A little more difficult with Chris whenever we get to meet again, because that's only 6 games. So it's somewhat understandable when it dies here. And a little less with Chris. And we got a 7.
But I never throw the ball on that side.
Which means it's once again time for El Stinko, the bonus ball. Eight narrow leaves, 5 is a decent fill rate. I'll jinx it by saying it. So far, a perfect game. Unlike 10 pin, a perfect game of candlepins is all the pins not counting your turn. It can be all 10s for a minimum perfect score of 100, which some guy did in 2019. Combinations of 10s, spares, and strikes. And the elusive 300, which no one has ever got. World record, Ralph Sem. And Chris Sargent, 245. And I believe Chris Sargent's was not a perfect game. One of them wasn't. Still got the perfect game going with a 10. And by the way, the closest I came is 8 frames. First 7 where 10s are better. Then 8 and 9 were a pair of 8s. And then 10 was a 10. That was a 104. Another strike ball and almost. There you go.
All I wanted was there.
Now, as I say, I play by the rules. And by the rules, that would have been a foul. But who the hell cares? We love it. I put the full-blown rules on myself.
Hey.
Welcome to Masons, but yeah, that would. Here's the perfect game. Goodbye. Yeah, perfect game is gone, but still an 8. And still a very decent score. He threw an El Stinko. That was too full. And that's why, kids, you don't aim for the center. got an 8 out of it. Okay. Oh. Niner. It's about to halftime, but the old man hasn't done his halftime part yet. Ouch. Ouch. 4. Ouch. Now it's halftime. As I always say, the halftime is not always indicative to the final result, but you never know. Could fall apart, could end in a big bang. Remember, even I had a 34 and a half, and it was at Mason's of all places, and got it up into the hundreds, albeit slightly. And at Mason's. Did I mention it was at Mason's? Week 7. A little bit of Putnam Street love there. Piece of wood up front. No, got 9. That's not a good hit. Here comes the great collapse. And here comes the great collapse. So far, the second half is crap. that pin doesn't roll forward. Maybe? Oh, helicopter wasn't going forward enough. 10. And the great collapse is happening big time. Welcome to Masons. Niner.
Maybe that was sliding.
The great collapse. Even if this game goes to the 80s, I'll consider it a crap game. Yeah, this game sucked. I need 6 to hit 80, but it sucked. So the strike streak is dead. I got one more frame, but call it dead. And this game completely fell apart. So even if I hit 80, it's still no good. 10.
Didn't expect it that way.
Something good ever happened.
There it is. Come on.
No, look who did it. Still garbage. Game's garbage. Yep, game's garbage. Even though it's in the 80s, it's garbage. So 50-50. There we go. Might as well win big. Come on, 30 points in the second half. That constitutes a no good game. nothing. So we got a $10. Because I suck.
No, your father did.
Regardless of the 80s. Let's see, 8, 12, 18, 24, 30 points second half. Therefore, the 82 will constitute a garbage game. 50-50. 2 were good, 2 sucked. The father-son curse running strong today. And that'll be it. And this is Joe Jeff 551 saying, hope you enjoyed at my expense. Yep, the rare moment a game in the 80s still constitutes crap. And have a good one.